tonight's conversation. Man, bro, tonight's conversation, bro. They're done, dude. They had such a epic run, such a good thing, and all he had to do was pay people. That's it. That's it. It seemed like everything stems with tonight's conversation from like some money issue, bro, and that's so unfortunate. That's always how good things with black people end up going down is because of money, money. That's it. Money or not respecting somebody's time. Like that's literally all that happens every time, and the whole group and the whole situation falls apart. But yeah, they had a good run. They had a solid run.
We hear women come up and talk about how successful they are and how intimidated men are, and they never say a word about their character.
Mm.
And I just can't help but think about how turned off women get when men lead with money and lead with accomplishment and end up having nothing but unavailability and coldness and lack of emotional development, because that unfortunately is what it takes to succeed in certain career fields. You can look it up. And for some reason, women think that the success that they've amassed has somehow happened without them becoming devoid of a lot of the personality and relationships that men are devoid of. And they flex their accomplishments and money the same way men do. And somehow, we make it different every time. Every time. No disrespect to you, but you didn't say about being a good woman. Nothing.
Why
You didn't say no. Fuck all that, bro. Didn't say nothing about. This is about a larger point. This is not about her as an individual. We don't hear I'm successful. I got my degree and I've been in therapy the last 3 years working out my issues. I just bought a house and I also identified my childhood trauma and it took inventory over my baggage and I got it out the way. Oh, also, I'm loyal. My time management is on point. I do what I say I'm going to do. I'm considerate. We never hear any of it. What I hear is when men say that y'all are turned into alphas, what we're talking about is the worst parts of manhood. Y'all have taken it on. Now, the problem with men is that we won't admit that those are the worst parts of us too. But shorty, y'all have taken the worst parts of what it means to be successful, and y'all wear that like a badge. Look at what it's done to us. If you need an example of what it looks like to only live in your accomplishments, look at the black men around you. You in a city full of them. Look at how devoid they are. Look at what it took them to get to where they are. Look at how underdeveloped some of them are emotionally. This is what you want? Is this what we're going to do, to let accomplishments be Band-Aid?
Hey, this boy let accomplishments be band-aids instead of actually working on ourselves, man. The Tripp, every time, bro. I'm telling you, Tripp should start his own like podcast, right? But he doesn't need to be the host. He doesn't need to facilitate at all. Start his own podcast, right? He can start his own relationship podcast. Get somebody in there that can facilitate and get good questions and get good other people on and just be a facilitator. Like get somebody else that's a great facilitator, and a great kind of like a moderator of things, and then just get you a nice, you know what I'm saying, get you a nice B mic, because you need like one B mic, you know what I'm saying. I'd say give him two B mics, and he could be the guy, and then you could bring in a guest, like an extra guest. You know what I'm saying? Like, in tonight's conversation, they normally have two dudes. Like, if he wants to mimic the format, you know what I'm saying? Because they could mimic the format, and he could have, like, himself, the mod, and then, depending on who the mod is, right? If the mod is a woman or if the mod is a man, you need to be even, right? So if he's the guy, then the mod needs to be a guy, and then two girls. And then they can bring in extras. But they just, the same way tonight's conversation came together, like he needs his own podcast, just like that. Or even if he wants to just make his own solo videos responding to people's questions and comments and concerns and stuff, phenomenal. He can make so much money on YouTube. He can make so much money. He has never missed. He always says all the right stuff. Like, and this low key done became a Tripp glazing session, but like I ain't seen him miss. Somebody tell me when you seen him miss. That's what I want to know. Somebody tell me when you seen him miss, cause I ain't seen that man miss at all, not once.